Alright, P. Diddler is finished. This is the first time I've ever reacted to Oprahville, but he's one of the people that covered the P. Diddy topic so well, so I wanted to check who's P. Diddler? P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
P. Diddy news. First time anybody said that in a long time, I bet.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Oh my
Daddy,
God.
I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, is a talented man who is well established in the rap community.
Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed.
A community I am very familiar with.
Never seen a cowboy drill like me. Go teeth in a brand new Chris White.
Due to P. Diddy's rap game, he established himself successfully on both coasts, even during the East and West Coast rivalries.
I was the executive producer that a comment was made about a little bit earlier. But check this out. Contrary to what other people may feel, I would like to say that I'm very proud of Dr. Dre, of Death Row, and Suge Knight for their accomplishments. And all this East and West that needs to stop.
He has had much success in the world with songs such as Victory and I'll Be Missing You. Not to mention being very successful with his boy Notorious B.I.G.
Why he say it like that?
Right alongside him.
The Tupac article had me pissed off, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, he dissed my man, said my man turned his back on him, and I know for a fact that didn't happen, you know what I'm saying?
However, it seems P. Diddy's legacy has been a bit tainted recently because of some new information that's come out about how he's not that good of a guy.
Yeah.
And he's actually like sort of the Jeffrey Epstein of rap, and that's pretty...
That is a crazy thing to say, but he's not wrong. Like, damn, he's not wrong.
Accurate, it seems like, at least.
Good morning. Quiet right now, but it was a chaotic scene with federal agents rushing into the home here behind me. There were two separate raids.
So, like, I don't know what the official well, I hope he's gonna cover that, but I don't know what the official reason was for him to I don't know what the official reason was for his house getting raided. They say he's worse than Epstein. I don't know. You gotta, like, I know he did some crazy shit, but like Epstein had the kids on lockdown over on that island and had niggas flying. Like, that's a little, I don't know. Being worse than Epstein is
one here in this upscale neighborhood, the other in Miami, both connected to a federal trafficking investigation.
Yeah, comparing to R. Kelly is a little bit better than the Epstein. We'll see.
Ironic that someone with the surname Combs is a groomer. Pew, pew, pew. But then, so you've definitely heard of P. Diddy. Well, he's getting sued by a fella named Little Rod, aka Rodney. You've definitely heard of P. Diddy. Well, he's getting
Sean. Okay, so he's listed. His son is listed. Who the fuck is Ethiopia? Who is Ethiopia? Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Movie. God damn.
Sued by a fella named Little Rod, aka Rodney Jones. I'm assuming these are real service medals. Justin Dior Combs, P. Diddy's son, A. Diddy, J. Diddy, D. Diddy, I don't know what his name is. Ethiopia, the former CEO of Motown Records is also being sued. I'm just gonna be honest, she looks like she might be scheming right now. That is not a facial expression that people who are not schemers make. This guy, Lucien Charles Grange, also massive schemer.
Yeah, definitely keep him away from everything. I feel like if I give him a turkey sandwich, he'd fuck it.
Schemer looking fella. Christina Coram, chief of staff at Combs Enterprises. Chief of staff, I thought that was a political thing, like an actual governmental position. I didn't realize that there was a chief of staff at Combs Enterprise. There are also other individuals named in the lawsuit that are just listed as John and Jane Does. Then there's all the record companies and corporations also named as defendants in the lawsuit. It's good to see UMG named. I like that. It's pretty cool. They pull some BS on us content creators, so...
Yeah.
So what is this lawsuit about? Well, the lawsuit alleges that Diddy was attempting to groom Little Rod into engaging in gay sex. That's right, gay sex. That's right, gay sex. The story...
Why did he reiterate on that? Like, okay.
As follows. Diddy knew that Jones looked up to Stevie J, music producer, DJ, television personality fellow. He's won a Grammy for his work, and he's produced for artists like Mariah Carey, the Notorious B.I.G., and Jay-Z as well. So Diddy shared a video that allegedly showed Stevie J penetrating another fellow, all right? And Diddy said, this is normal practice in the music industry.
What?
Even Stevie J.
Oh, yeah, I
joined,
do remember that.
An appeal to an idol, I guess. What the hell? Shoo, bud, that takes that whole fucking, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you go with them thing to a whole nother level, man. If your friends engaged in gay sex, would you do it with them? If they're in the music industry and they've won a Grammy, of course. Now, the photo that's in the lawsuit is not Stevie J. It's an older video of someone involved in Korn who confirmed on Twitter that it was in fact him and not Stevie J, which muddies the water of the lawsuit. So it's like, all right, what exactly is going on here? That's me, SMH. What do you mean it's you? Were you at Diddy's party? No, I'm a Korn man. What the fuck? Diddy also informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual acts with two redacted rappers.
Oh yeah, we saw this with the redacted rappers. One being from Philly that previously dated Nicki Minaj, and one that what was the other thing? Oh, one that just recently, damn, did I do this wrong? One that recently had a Las Vegas residency and also performed at the Super Bowl. Meek didn't do it. Hey, Peg, you gotta let that go, gang. Peg, you gotta let it go, bruh. All right, just live with, you know what I'm saying?
As well as Stevie J. And internet sleuths, by the way, were very quick to speculate as to who that could be.
I can't hear shit he's saying. Usher, yes.
As well as Stevie J. And internet sleuths, by the way, were very quick to speculate as to who that could be, the two redacted names, and they proposed that it's Usher and Meek Mill. And they proposed this based on annotations at the bottom of the page, annotation 5 and 6. He's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. He performed at his Super Bowl and had a successful pregnancy. Man, that just like exposes him completely. It's not redacted at all, bro. That's quite literally just like the one person. What do you do? That's not gonna keep him sick. You can't put that. Just redact the names and they can give you 20 questions. Wow, he's a Wapple and also he dated Nicki Minaj and he's from Philadelphia. Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj? Oh, crap. The lawsuit, as you can imagine, created a few miniature controversies in and of itself. But, you know, Meek Mill being named in this shit, he went on a day-long Twitter rant about being tied to the lawsuit. Yeah, we talked about this. And Meek threatened DJ Academics because he was showing the lawsuit on stream. He specifically threatened him at the part where Academics reads the section above and called out Meek by name because he could, you know, put 2 and 2.
You know what's crazy though is I'm still upset at the fact that he got upset at DJ Academics. Now it's DJ Academics. Anybody could get upset at him, but you got upset at him for showing something that's public information and just going over it.
Yo, Meek, we were playing around with that Michael Rubin shit, but if you've been tweeting about you've been tweeting about everything on planet Earth. If you don't get a Twitter rant saying you about to get Lil Rod killed, you about to shoot up his block, blow his mama's house up. This is saying that you and Diddy were fornicating. What the Meek?
And then, instead of denying it, he calls Academics an alcoholic who's controlled by Yakub, which is pretty funny. He never even saw the lawsuit, apparently, before going on his rants. He thought it was AI generated, possibly. Academics, didn't I tell you stop playing game with my name? IDK what I'ma do when I actually see you. It's gonna have to be a combination to it, though. Academics, an alcoholic fully powered by the white man. Do you think posting that on every website? They be so mad they can't stop its few groups. Get me his addy. I'ma shoot a full production music video in front of his house. Lol, seriously, get me that one in NJ. Was you trafficking women? TF wrong with you, Brody. Let's find the real lawsuit to make sure it's Mo computer generated. It's obvious I'm going indecent. Y'all gonna see a lot of bad press about me. I'm going against the system. They see it's wide open. We have a whole new system. This computer generated shit really deep faking y'all to try and destroy all the top place winners. Most people not smart enough.
You really thought it was a deep fake
to outbeat the A computer. They sheep. I can't be destroyed though. I'm a computer too outside. What the fuck? I can't read. Is this me? Or what is this? I love people just blaming shit on AI now, by the way. That's just like the most convenient excuse
he don't
ever.
know what he's saying.
If I am ever accused of anything horrendous,
nigga like said my Philadelphia king. Like no. No, not Meek. My Philly nigga.
Be like, that's AI. For sure.
You what?
Never mind, guys. Never mind. I do not own any trench coats like that. Okay, what the I only own dusters. When I got a girl around me, I'm effing her 2 times a day. Ask some of you favorites. P don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy P do it for me. I done ran red light.
Bro, yeah. This tweet is just... This is a terrible... Yeah, this is a terrible tweet, though.
To get that feeling, y'all weird on here like devils. Man, if there was ever convincing evidence that someone's not gay, I'd say it's that tweet right there, man. That's true. Also, who cares if you're gay or not? Who cares about all this? Jamari, one of my favorite commentary channels, also talked about this whole Meek Mill thing and shared some suspicious clips with Meek and Diddy together.
But either way, the internet started ripping into Meek Mill over these rumors, pulling up old tweets like this where he says, "This D good as hell." This picture was also circulating online, saying that their matching outfits were a couple goals.
Man, interesting. Very weird things, very suspicious. He also said that losing a cellmate is like losing a chick, which is awesome.
Nah, dude, you got a celly for 3 months.
That nigga cried when his celly left.
Pack it up, go to new jail. You gonna feel like you just lost a chick.
How many times you felt like that?
No.
You ain't never lose your celly and feel like you lost a chick?
No. I lost some cellies that was some good, they went home, motherfuckers. And you'd be like, damn,
how many times you cried?
I ain't never cried, man.
Very,
oh my God.
There's a lot of implication in that. There's a lot of data implicit in that statement. Losing a cellmate is like losing a chick.
Hey, it's like losing a chick because y'all was fucking.
Is this a co-ed prison? No, probably not. Probably not, maybe. What do we think? What are we thinking, guys? What do we think? Also, Daddy.
Now, this video of Meek Mill hanging out in P. Diddy's pool while he talks to him has to be the hardest one to defend.
Hey, what's up, King Son?
How you feeling, Daddy?
You doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
You doing it, Daddy, is insane.
All of that paired with a soundbite that's going around on Twitter, allegedly of Meek Mill getting stopped like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh yeah, I heard that shit.
Paints a full picture, all right? And it's not unusual for a fun good night with the homies to end up, one of them gets scored like an apple.
Yo.
It's not unusual. And I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just a guy.
There's no way we can play this clip for you guys, but here's Oompa's reaction to some soothing guitar for you all. You can thank me later. Yeah, that clip was insane, bruh. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna pause the recording though, cause I'm not putting that shit in my video either. Hold on. What clip? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Look.
Oh my God. Holy fuck. That's real, isn't it? I bet that's real. No, it's not. It's alleged. Not including the funny little miniature dramas that were sparked from this lawsuit. It also alleges that Diddy would constantly solicit acts from Jones or force Jones to have sex with sex workers, which is very, very, very odd and classic. Using your power to influence and intimidate and control someone, which is Epstein-style stuff, I mean, this is we've been here before. He also made promises to Jones like he would win a Grammy if he just magically, connected. He just docked, if they docked with one another. He offered him $250,000 to purchase some instruments and also offered him ownership of a $20 million home in Miami, which is crazy.
That is insane.
That's being raided by the Department of Homeland Security.
We're told this is part of a federal investigation into human trafficking led out of the Southern District of...
I didn't know it was all that. I didn't know it was the traffic word. I didn't know it was the traffic one. Holy!
New York. Once again, you're looking at live pictures from the home of Sean Combs, also known as Diddy. HSI is on the scene right now.
Wow. But there was trouble in paradise when Diddy would go from promising Jones the world to threatening him with harm. Diddy allegedly said that he was willing to hurt his own mother to get what he wants so he wouldn't think twice about harming Jones. Now, things get way darker, way worse. In July of 2023, there was a listening party in which Jones would solicit several for the party. At least 5 of them were under the age of 16, which is
all right, I'm sitting up now.
all crimes, all illegals. Everything is illegal about that. Also, all the women drank liquor emergency, according to this document. Jones tried to leave the party, but DIDDIE forced him to stay. Jones was also to be passed off to Cuba Gooding Jr., that guy who played in some...
What the fuck was that? Passed off? Passed off? Wow. Oh, now you believe it, Peg. When it wasn't.
Movies,
Man.
I think he's been in some movies. While on a yacht, Diddy wanted Cuba to get to know Jones a little bit better, and Diddy left Cuba and Jones alone, which is very odd. I didn't know P. Diddy was that, like that famous or that powerful.
He's, bro, I ain't gonna lie, the nigga is one of the first hip-hop billionaires. He was right behind Jay-Z. Wasn't him and Jay-Z were doing a race to see who was gonna be the first hip-hop billionaire. And then it was Jay-Z, Diddy, and then Ye.
Diddy net worth. Oh, I feel like when you get that powerful, you just get real evil, you know? It's like you can't help it or something. It's just like, it's like a thing. You just, you know, you're not a person anymore, really. You're just a thing. You're just a thing that all your worst traits that are in every human are just hyper exaggerated.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas been hearing about Diddy for a while. We was hearing about Diddy before he even touched a Billy. Let's be honest.
When you don't have anyone to punch you in the face or tell you no because you have so much money. You have just so much just influence and power. I don't know. Cuba Gooding Jr. allegedly began Mr. Jones, Little Rod, touching his butt crack and stuff. But obviously Little Rod rejected his advances and pushed him away, which is, you know, good, I guess. This is Cuba touching him forcibly.
Oh, he was finna fuck him. Oh, he was finna fuck him. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hand close to the thigh, arm over his shoulder, look at him right in his face. Oh, man. Oh, he was finna fuck him, man.
It seems like a bro kind of shit. I've had some bros do this before.
You what?
No, this is like a little bit too close, I guess. But all this, though, you know, is irrelevant because Cuba Gooding Jr. pled guilty to quite literally doing this
same shit a couple years ago. When did it say
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah, 2022. He pled guilty to this shit. So it's not like it's just new shit. It's just a different nigga. Oh.
Jr. pled guilty to quite literally doing this. This is cut and dry. Cuba's not he's a bad guy. There's 30 women that came
30 women! And now the men gotta come forward. Holy. Bro, I just don't, like, at that point in life, right? At that point in life, you're famous, you got the bread, people know who you are. There's plenty of women who would willingly throw it at you. Why are you trying to take it from the people who don't want to give it to you? And then men too, like, hey, even if you on the bisexual spectrum, I'm pretty sure there's some gay men that would love to do some backflips on it or something. Why are we forcing people to do things?
Yeah. 22 with accusations of unwanted touching by Cuba Gooding Jr. So he's kind of a piece of shit. Allegedly. He pled guilty, though, of course, after he denied all charges and contended that he was unfairly tarnished in the era of Me Too, which is such a funny thing to say and then plead guilty. Why are so many people such pieces of shit? One thing I did notice in this is that Cuba Gooding Jr. is not a defendant in this case, so there was inappropriate touching, but he's not actually listed as a defendant, so he doesn't care enough, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but Diddy also allegedly had his head of security, Fahim Muhammad, this guy who looks like an absolute badass who could make people and problems disappear for DIDDIE. Fahim Muhammad. What a nice guy. His work experience, Combs. Why even have a LinkedIn if you're just going to work at one place?
Right.
Oh, wait. Co-founder of Oasis Investment Group, self-employed. Jones was terrified of DIDDIE, and he felt like he couldn't tell him no, which is classic in these cases of, you know, someone incredibly rich and incredibly powerful just exercising their influence over someone not as rich and not as powerful. It's sad. It's up. It happens quite frankly all the time. When Jones would try to express his discomfort to Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Coram, she would downplay it and gaslight him into thinking it's no sort of big deal. These acts were Mr. Combs' way of showing that he likes you. Oh, he gets
showing that he diddling your butt is without you wanting to you like me.
A little touchy, you know. he just gets a little touchy. We don't call him Mr. Combs touchy for no reason. It's because he's a fucking freak. Christina allegedly was also the one that would source drugs for DIDDI for his consumption. I'm gonna get someone who can source various goods for me, like foods and things like that. Not drugs, because I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't do any drugs except for copious amounts of CBD oil all the time. All right, because it keeps me, you know, keeps me level, keeps the head not hurting. I got chronic migraines. Chronic masturbator, migraines. I'd like to get a guy for sourcing things, but not drugs, really. That seems weird. KK is now being called the Ghislaine Maxwell of the Diddy enterprise.
Wow, that is a...
It's the Combs network. This, by the way, is in the lawsuit itself. So you're noticing a lot of bad stuff. It's not only SA, but also accusations of sexual trafficking, which is very, very, very bad. We've got a Ghislaine Maxwell to a DIDDIE, similar to the Jeffrey Epstein sort of thing that we covered in a previous video and that everybody knows about. Basically, this lawsuit saying there's a lot of bad stuff. And, you know, how can you prove it? Well, we'll get into that. There's a little more of that.
You know what's crazy? Is all of this started popping off as soon as... Bro, it was like a domino effect, bro. As soon as Cassie was like, I'm suing you for all the shit you put me through, dominoes. It was like... And it was just like, Diddy went from here to woo. He went from brother love to Diddy did it type shit. Like, all crazy. On God, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, bro. And how fast he settled. He settled within like 3 days, didn't he? He settled that whole lawsuit. I don't know if it was for 3 or 30. I know it was a 3. But to settle that, I think it was 30, to be honest. Because I'm not asking for 3. It was 30. You settled for 30 mil that fast? You did that shit.
Diddy's staff also were instructed to call Mr. Muhammad if they were ever pulled over by police in Miami or California. A little corruption style there. I'm not sure what that even is supposed to mean. In September of 2022, there was also an alleged shooting that took place at the Chalice recording studio in Los Angeles. There was a heated altercation, allegedly, between Diddy and his son's friend G, where Jones then heard shots ring out and saw Diddy and his son leave, and G was in the bathroom in the fetal position bleeding because he had been shot. Jones moved him to the front of the studio where an ambulance came and picked him up. Also, Jones alleges that Diddy told him to tell the police that the shooting took place just from a random drive-by shooter, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know if he did that or not. The lawsuit then goes on to say that the LAPD spent hours in the restroom and they didn't make any arrests and didn't even clean the blood off the floor, which I don't believe they do that anyways, but Diddy hired a cleaning crew to clean it up the next morning. Hours! I don't know why hours. There were no arrests. I'm not sure what. Maybe they were paid off. Maybe that's what they're alleging here. Who knows? The shooting was definitively concluded to have taken place about a half block away, and was the result of a robbery. And then G made his way to the studio because he was familiar with P. Diddy and his son. And even the Chalice recording studio where it allegedly happened, Jones is alleging this. They made a statement in regard to the shooting. The amended filing includes a message. The shooting occurred a half block away from Chalice, and it was the result of a robbery. There are police reports corroborating this. Please wait for facts to come out before you start contributing to the defamation of our organization. But Jones maintains that police saw the blood in the bathroom and they still went with the bogus claim. This is all Jones. This is saying a lot, though. And the reason Jones is saying this, I believe, is because of the perceived connection and ties to law enforcement through Muhammad and his reputation of having people and problems disappear, or whatever the they were trying to say. 2 months later, police arrested 3 individuals that were allegedly involved in the shooting and a string of robberies. That includes the shooting of G on September 12th, 2022. Now, come to present day, P. Diddy's homes and businesses or whatever have been raided due to this trafficking lawsuits, I think.
Overnight, heavily armed federal authorities staging coordinated coast-to-coast raids at properties belonging to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Homeland Security investigations team seen descending on his multi-million-dollar home in Los Angeles, going room to room and hauling away boxes. Across the country, more investigators swarmed the rapper's property in a wealthy section of Miami, appearing to carry out a laptop.
I'm not sure. He flew away. He flew away like a large bird, and he escaped this, and now he's in the Caribbean. As far as we know, this shit just like started happening yesterday, basically.
It's a gloomy Tuesday morning here in Antigua, and we're here because of this aircraft in focus. So here we see a black Gulfstream. Registration number, the tail number is November 1969 Charlie. And as we understand it, this Gulfstream is registered owner is Sean.
This nigga went to the wildest place, bro.
Fucking escaped to the Caribbean, as far as we know, on his little PJ. But his many homes and mansions have been raided by Homeland
And his
Security.
sons were
Laptops,
like placed in
phones,
cuffs. I
all
don't know
that
if they were
shit had
arrested
been
though.
seized.
A Homeland Security investigation spokesperson told ABC News on Monday, quote, earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, that's Homeland Security,
Okay.
HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners.
There are sources that say he was in Miami when his Miami home was raided, and the speed at which they raided and the violence and momentum that they approached that whole situation with suggests that they were worried about evidence being destroyed and deleted. It was an old-fashioned no-knock. It was pretty interesting to see.
Multiple sources tell NBC News Combs was in Miami during the searches and had several phones seized before he was scheduled to leave for a trip to the Bahamas.
The speed at which it appears these raids were conducted suggests that agents were concerned that they needed to secure evidence quickly and prevent anyone from destroying evidence before they got there.
Why exactly?
No
was he
knock
raided?
is crazy.
It wasn't all because of the first lawsuit. It I'm sure had something to do with it, but there was a lawsuit open in New York that alleges insane levels of trafficking,
what?
human trafficking.
According to NBC News, a source indicated that federal authorities have interviewed 3 women and 1 man in New York in connection to allegations of trafficking, assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal drugs and firearms, and that interviews with other individuals are also planned.
And on top of this, quite a few people have come forward saying that bad things happen between them as underage thems versus P. Diddy. It's pretty bad. There was a woman, a Jane Doe in 2023 that opened a suit against him as well. And this is part of a string of many other women who have raised their voices against Diddy recently. And Jones, Little Rod. Apparently, P. Diddy preyed on vulnerable high school aged teenagers, and it was all part of a trafficking scheme. There's a lot of stuff that's lining up here. It seems like the buck has stopped, though, for Mr. Diddy. So many lawsuits, so many allegations. I don't think I've ever seen so many outside of Jeffrey Epstein. All these allegations, to me, are insane, and the fact that they are leading to more and more allegations that are coming out, it inclines me to believe it is true. As just someone that, is watching, plus the Homeland Security raid.
The Homeland Security raid didn't make it look any better. Like, I get niggas suing you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can push that off as, niggas are just trying to get their bread. But when you actually are getting raided for being accused of these things, and it's not just a sue no more. It's illegal, like, it's like, oh, they in on it. Yeah, it's like, that's a little.
People actually being arrested, it's crazy. And apparently Diddy was in Miami when his home was being raided. Sources are that TMZ has a video of him outside the Miami airport, and he looks panicked. He looks a little bit upset. He looks a little scared here. He's just walking back and forth. Dude, me when my stomach hurts and I'm waiting to have to go poop again.
You wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy.
Damn, this guy's commentating on it.
Damn.
Let's have a slow-mo shot of Diddy walking. Look at him. He seems like a nice guy from afar. I'm naive, though. I'm naive. His home has been seized. His name has been tarnished. There's probably 15 more lawsuits coming soon. No doubt P is a little freaked out. My boy P. Just kidding. He's not my boy. He's also 54. He's old. Now, as you can imagine, the internet, Twitter, all that is having a massive meltdown over this drama. People are tweeting about the P. Diddy crimes, the old ones that have been brought up. There's old clips surfacing of 50 Cent, Cat Williams, and more talking about P. Diddy. 50 Cent even posted on Instagram talking about Jay-Z, saying he was missing, and asked if anybody had seen him, which I'm not sure exactly what this means. It is pretty funny. He's poking fun at P. Diddy, though. I like that. 50 Cent, he seems like a pretty cool guy.
I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fiance, say fuck that nigga.
He's that smart water fella, isn't he? He's that smart water fella, isn't he? I think he is.
Curtis Jackson again. You guys know, without a doubt, I promote vitamin water the best. Vitamin water! None of those other guys would do that. Shit. That wasn't part of the skit.
I'm the candy guy. If you want to buy some candy, go to sour.gg. I make candy. We make candy. We got a big team out there making candy. It's pretty delicious. Cat Williams, he's been talking about exposing big demons for a while now and said that they'll be catching hell in 2024 is the year of the... What is it? The year of the...
That's crazy, though. Cat Williams deadass did say this at the beginning of the year.
Pig year? What? I don't know. Who cares? But regardless of that, 2024 is the year that all lies will be exposed, according to Catissimus Dorsai.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's
damn. Big dick deviants is crazy though. But hey, man.
That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Big deviants, bud. Drake style, all right? Swing that thing around. I'm kind of a big deviant myself a little bit, you know? Ever seen that Drake video? Imagine that, but that's mine folded in half. It seemed like Catissimus Williams actually knew what was going to happen, though, because he mentioned his name and everything, and who else is going to go down this year? I'm excited to see what happens, dude. This is a year for justice so far, it seems like, and a lot of other terrible stuff, though. Unfortunately, a lot of bad shit's been happening lately. Here comes the Black Swan. This is insane, by the way. Like, someone like me who's not really in the world that much, but I'm interested in it, right? I actually care what happens, and a lot of, you know, the popular culture zeitgeist don't really care, but it's more like watching sports. I kind of care just for, you know, a little bit of fun, whatever. It's not a priority of mine by any means. P. Diddy's kind of a big deal. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know that shit, and now I do, and it's fucking insane. And people been combing P. Diddy's past with a fine-tooth brush. I don't want to say comb twice. There are so many suspicious things that have happened in this man's past, whether it's interactions with other megastars or artists talking about him in ways that are incredibly off-putting. 50 Cent does not like him. We've learned that already. When Justin Bieber was only 15 years old, him and Pitty spent some time together. There was a clip circulating online that Pitty offered him a car when he was 16 in a mansion when he turns 18, which is fucking crazy.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you know, when you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah. And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion.
Yeah.
Then he starts talking about spending 48 hours together and saying how it's going to be a 15-year-old's dream. I don't know what the f that means.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours?
That's crazy.
Right now,
That's
he's
crazy,
48
bro.
hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
He then also says that he's got custody of Justin, and then follows that up with how the fact that Justin is signed to Usher and how he has legal guardianship of Usher.
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me.
Like, because you are his, you are also mine. Very strange. He then says that they're gonna go buck full crazy, which I don't know what the f that means, but in light of what's coming up, I don't want to speculate, to be honest. Then Justin says, let's go get some girls. Don't know what that means.
And we gonna go buck full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
This was 15 years ago, by the way, so it's just, it's fucking strange. The specific mention of Usher, by the way, is intriguing to me because there's a video of Usher talking about his experience living with Diddy at age 13.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Yeah, so it goes all the way back to
he looked
90s,
nervous.
And Usher said he saw some interesting things, and I saw some interesting things at that Super Bowl halftime show. I tell you what.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
It's just really weird, dude. The
That
whole
is
thing
weird.
is really weird. Diddy.
Next, Jermaine Dupri. You think so? I think next is Birdman. I'll be honest.
Obviously a massive big...
Or maybe, just maybe. Now hear me out. You know how everybody... Now listen, it's just a thought. You know how everybody all of a sudden turning on Drake? Everybody turning on Drake all of a sudden. Nobody really fucking with Drake no more. That might be the... That's just, it's a thought.
Chungus Monster, the Jeffrey Epstein of the rap world. I wonder who else we're going to see this with. Is this just like a thing that happens a lot and we're just finding out about it now for some reason? All I know is we need Lil Rod to tweet, I'm
Happy
not
birthday, Maya.
S-word. I'd say, like he's a sound of mind, whatever it is, because he might get whistleblowed. I'm not sure what's going on here. Will Diddy be charged? We have no idea. Ultimately, we need to wait and see, guys. But it seems like it's over for Pity.
Sean motherfucking Combs. You, your mammy, your daddy, you ain't the pappy. Well, you probably is. You're giving AIDS. You're giving AIDS. Stop f***ing people up the ass and stop getting up the ass with little kids. You, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, all y'all motherfuckers. I hope you...
And there you have it, guys. New York City for you.
Is that legal to say I hope someone dies? Because I might start saying that if that's legal. But justice first.
Damn. Diddy did it, or Diddy didn't do it? Did Diddy do what the diddle do diddle diddly?